I dropped a special and almost did zero promoting.
Yeah.
Not because it just my life fell apart after the special. And
Your life fell apart? What, second kid?
In a good way, in a bad way. Yeah, the second kid ruined my life. Ruined my life.
There is a I haven't seen you in a bit, but there is a tone to your voice that I've missed now of just this sort of broken man. Of just like, oh. Every time you're pulling up there, you would drop me home often from the cellar. Shout out to the Comedy Cellar. Want you all to know that we play the Comedy Cellar. So we're not just a pair of fucking, we're not a pair of dumb losers.
Yeah.
All right? It may not be the mothership, but what it was. It was for a while.
I mean, I'm not a mothership guy. I'm a cellar guy. I like the cellar. I'll always be a cellar guy.
I'll be a cellar guy as long as they're giving me spots.
Whatever.
And the second it's not I'm getting spots, fuck that little Jew hut.
Yeah. Oh, God. I don't know if I can't. We're in a time now. It's just the thing that takes me. I hate what's happening overseas and all that shit because I
love it. I'm a big fan of the war.
It's all of the real anti-Semitism is ruining my light anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
You know, I like to call my Jewish friends and be like, come on, buddy, you can't complain about this soup.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But now that there's real anti-Semitism happening again, it's like, I can't make my fun jokes.
Yeah. I guess it's
But you as a real anti-Semite, I don't know what this is like for you. This must be like Christmas every day
as
for
a
you.
real anti-Semite. It's great. I told you so. So like, look, there's no hostages. These are no, but shout out to Hamas. No. That's not what I meant to say.
You can't get me
That's
high
not what I meant to
and
say.
then say that because I'm gonna freak out.
That's not what I meant to say.
You can't connect me to this.
I didn't mean to say that.
I got kids now.
I meant shout out to the IDF. That's the Israeli Defense.
Let's talk about my children.
Please.
Let's
talk about your little kids. How old are they?
My son will be 1 next week, and my second one is 2, and I'm dying. It's the weirdest fucking thing, man.
Yeah, we were just saying because I don't have time to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a to-do list that's never ending.
Yeah.
Like I've got stuff that's probably a year old on a to-do list. I was like, God, send that email or whatever. But I don't have kids, so I can only imagine. Sometimes I don't trust comedians who, you know, are like in shape and doing comedy and have kids. There's something fucking...
So there's one thing that add to that can fix it is if they're rich.
Chappelle.
If they're rich,
yes,
then they can do all those things.
Well, if you're already successful, like John Mulaney, sure, I don't give a fuck about.
Sure.
Well, when they're not John Mulaney, when they're anyone but John Mulaney.
Anyone at the level I'm at in stand-up who has kids will look exactly like this. Or they're not a good dad, or they're cheating on their wives.
Or she's had work done. Come on now.
Dude, anytime I see like these dads who have like, you know, like $2,000 sneakers, and I'm like, like you're not. Every shirt you see me in that's fucked up is because that money went to my kid or the time. I don't have time to pick out a nice shirt.
Yeah.
So anytime you see one of those dudes dressed like that, you're like, oh, you took that time away from your children.
Yeah.
I got this at TJ Maxx. I'm wearing these shorts for 3 weeks straight.
They're solid. They're good.
I kind of like them. They're fun.
They're all right. They're funky.
Well, I could be a little funky, dude.
Yeah, a little funky 4th of July, Dad.
Oh, you missed my whole Hawaiian shirt phase.
You were a big H. Foley type of guy?
I did. I don't know if H. Foley was the reasoning I was, but I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt for 2 weeks straight. I was like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life because a Hawaiian I was like, I'm going to kill myself, and I need every bit. I've never seen someone kill themselves in a Hawaiian shirt. And I think I need everything needs to help.
Yeah.
If I could look at myself for a second and go, ha, I'm in Hawaii. That might be the one straw that keeps me from throwing myself in front of a train.
Wow, I never thought that. Anytime you see someone in a fucking Hawaiian shirt, they're like one cunt here away from that falling down. Just give me breakfast with a machine.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm one cunt hair away from looking at a burger being like, how come it doesn't look like the picture? And then shotgunning everybody to Roy Rogers.
Not enough impulse dads just having a bad day mass shooters. I will say that it seems to be oversaturated with kids having a bit of a down time,
right?
You know, having the blues.
We call that the Reagan trickle down, because what's happening is those dads are having bad days and they're beating their kids, and their kids don't know how to handle it. Yeah, so they're shooting up the schools.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, Well, it's kind of like when a mob boss puts a hit out, but like he tells a guy to tell a guy to tell a guy, so then he's kind of
tell a guy.
Yeah, and then you're mobbed up, are you?
Am I mobbed up?
You're a dirty guinea.
No, I wouldn't say I'm mobbed up.
You don't have a cousin that hit a gun?
Every Italian.
has it.
I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah.
My dad's from the Bronx. Every New Jersey Italian or Bronx Italian is one person away from someone in the mob in their family. Yes.
Like legitimately, or is like just the way they say it? They just sort of say it.
Well, Anthony DeVito, my best friend.
The Irish have that with the ra. There's a lot of the ra.
What's the ra?
You never heard of the ra?
Razagul?
The ra, dude, up the ra.
Up the ra?
Up the ra.
Ra is like the Irish mob?
Yeah, the Irish Republican Army, the IRA.
IRA, I've heard of that.
Yes.
IRA.
Yeah, we used to blow up cars. Anyway, the IRA, up the ra. This is a very pro-IRA podcast.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Depends.
Let's pretend you're a normal person.
They've been around for so long; it's hard to say. It's like the American government. Maybe I'm sure they did some good things.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm actually pro-America, man. I think it's very fun to shit on America, but like we're doing the best we can. And I think I think we're doing shit. I think there's some. I don't want to get into too political things because I don't understand any of that. But man, like anyone who complains, I just go, we're doing better than we were 10 years. We're always doing better.
I guess
yes,
depending
on America has been moving forward.
I guess in the fact that we're all addicted to our iPhones and have anxiety.
That's not America. That's the fucking Earth.
True.
Maybe not some weird.
Okay,
country.
humans as a soul, but I do think we got fucked. We got fucked over with the fact that you used to be like a milkman and you would just have a home and your wife would be like some dumb broad.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And like, your kids were white.
No, I mean, I think like, look, right now, I think we're in kind of like a recession, weird thing, money thing. But I think 2 steps.
Yeah,
we're not doing it. I'm broke.
Recession thing, money thing.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not the end of the world. We've gone through these a bunch of times.
I know,
and we'll get through it again. I'm sorry, I'm not apologizing, but
it's just it
you're here, right?
And listen, the world's a better place. I'm around, having fun, bringing joy, spreading the word.
You're in this country,
dude. I've got a Patreon. What's better than that?
Exactly. I mean, they have Patreon in Ireland. Are you Irish? Yeah. You are? Yeah. I still think this is a gimmick. I thought you were some alt-y comic.
I love that. What's going? I always wanted to know what the fuck is up with you.
What's going on that voice?
You have a thing or something? What is it?
Yeah.
No, but I watched a fucking documentary about some Cambodian guy who created a bunch of donut franchises in California. Sounds like I made all that up.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a little high, but I really have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You just said you watched a documentary about a guy who made a Kenyan guy who made some donuts?
Cambodian.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm into it.
Yes. Okay. So I was on a plane. I was on a flight. And I watched this documentary about, in California, the donut industry is just dominated by
Kenyans?
Cambodians.
Cambodians?
Cambodians. Not Kenya. Cambodians. The Asians. They're beside Thailand. Because this one guy moved there in like the 40s, got a job as a donut guy. Back in the day, you could be a donut guy, and being a donut guy meant that was your career job.
They took my people's fucking jobs.
What was
Italians?
Wait, Italians donies?
I feel like they're fat.
Something. In Ireland they make French fries. Anyway, long story.
Hang on a second. All right, but we can't leave this because I have something about your Cambodian thing I want to
That's what
explain.
we're going to. The Cambodian guy. The guy came over. He worked for fucking Mr. Jolly's donut place or whatever. And he worked his way up from an apprentice. He started off as an apprentice donut guy. You work your way up. That's a career job. You are Mr. Donut Guy.
You're the donut guy.
That's just like Goldman Sachs back then. And then he goes, fuck this, I'm going to create up my own donut place, set up his own place, rang all his cousins. They came over.
Right.
They set up a place. Then they were like, oh, my other cousin wants to come over. They're like, you come over, I'll franchise the place out. Next thing you know, all of donuts all across California were ran by Cambodians. And the reason why places like Dunkin' Donuts couldn't compete was because Dunkin' Donuts kept trying to undercut the price, but these Cambodians were like, you have no idea how low we can go. They were like,
you know how shitty my life is.
Yeah, we will live on 4 cents a month. I don't care.
Really?
Bring it low. Yeah.
That's super interesting.
You ever see a pink donut box?
Maybe.
You ever see like an iconic pink donut box?
Like
they invented it.
Homer Simpson.
Yeah, exactly. But they invented that pink donut box because it was cheaper Then white. They used to all be white boxes, and they're like, these are just too expensive. We're like, we'll give you pink, and they're like, give me pink. Then
Pink is way cooler.
I know. Look at that. They fucking just coincidence, a quinky dink. But now it's like if you're working in Dunkin' Donuts, you are down on your luck. If you're a donut guy now, what happened?
So
Things are bad.
Are
You're getting the subway very, very far to go home tonight. That's the way the donut guy is now.
You probably gotta get on a bus.
The donut guy is not
on a
getting
bus.
a house. He doesn't have a Cadillac. No. We got fucked that way. That's all I'm saying. Is we got that.
Quick aside.
Yes, go.
Quick aside.
There's no going back to
I
that.
don't necessarily disagree.
That's over.
Fun fact, almost exactly what you're saying is the story of Thai people and bagels in New York. So
Thai people think Thailand or Taiwanese?
Thai people are from Thailand. That's the one thing I know.
I know that. I thought
Because
you
my wife is Thai.
Is she?
But the whole thing, the whole thing
I did not know that.
Bagels.
Kapun Kat.
Yeah, man. You didn't say it right.
I think I said it right.
Kapun Kap.
Kapun Kap? No, I think you dropped the
Cup.
P if you're talking to a girl, right?
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole language.
I'll tell you this, but hang on. Let me finish my bagel thing. New York bagels are like, everyone always thinks it's Jewish. It's like, no, man. It's like these Thai people came in and they like had no money.
Yeah.
So the bagel people taught them. They were working for the Jewish people who were making everything cheap. And so then all the Thai people knew how to make bagels. And then they were going to all the bagel places making all the bagels.
So Thai bagels are Thai people.
Bagels are like, it's kind of how like Mexicans make Italian food in New York. How like you go to Italian restaurants and it's like it's all
Mexicans in the kitchen.
It's all Hispanic people. I don't know exactly what race they are.
It's all illegal immigrants in the kitchen, Greg. So.
Right, but they know it. But the thing is, they know you do that, you learn the skill, and all of a sudden they're the fucking next level.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've been to Thailand. I never saw a bagel once. And then maybe I didn't look.
I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying. I hear it. I know it's getting in there, but you're thinking about other things, and so you're only getting a little bit of it.
I'm listening. So they came up. They learned how to make the bagels for the Jews.
The Jews hired the Thai people.
Oh yeah.
And so then the Thai people knew how to make the bagels.
Yeah.
And so then they started making all the bagels for all the places.
They're like,
there's some fact in
there's
that.
like some wholesale bagel thing going on.
I don't know enough about this to go any further than what I told you. Everything I just told you is the complete end of all I know. And that might not even be true.
Yeah, fuck it. You know, who's going to fact check this shit?
Let's just say
it doesn't
anything.
Matter. It really doesn't matter.
Why do we even do this?
Yeah. But you can do, like, sometimes things sound make up, but they're real. You know, like Native Americans invented ketchup.
I did not. But
like,
it sounds good.
It sounds crazy. I just made that up.
I know you did. Where the fuck did ketchup come from? I would think Italians, maybe.
Some fucking tomato squashers. Yeah, you do.
Hey Siri, who made that? All right, let me slow down a little bit.
You're in a big a real big bucket squashing tomatoes. It was like just a pastime, and then accidentally they're like, "What are we gonna do with all this sauce?" And they realized
ketchup. Isn't it crazy that everything we eat, someone went, "Fuck it, I'll try this," and they didn't die, and they went, "Okay."
Yeah.
But all of that is just we trust.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But there was a time where people were just like, I don't know, we can and can't eat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, of course.
But we are on the backs of so many shoulders.
Oh, we're so lucky we're walking around and not just like trying random berries or whatever. Or like your kids would die from salmonella or something and you'd have to pray to a god and be like, that's your own fault. That was the god of sick kids.
Let me blow your mind with this. It's not going to blow your mind. It's just something I'm going to say. Also, if I'm talking too much, let me know. I get high. Don't stop talking.
You're not talking too much at all. This is a nice little late night chill out hang for the boys. The Colum Tyrrell podcast.
Boy, I like that you go to sleep during your podcast. Full lay down.
This is the problem. I do get too comfortable on this couch, and then I suddenly just start to go. Yeah.
I feel like you're getting taller. That's crazy.
I'm getting taller. I got the surge.
Good.
Saved up. Got the surgery.
You saved up. So let me say this, brother.
$50.
At some point, it was $50.
$50 for half an inch.
That's pretty good. $100. You're saying at $200 you can go 4 inches, 2 inches. Yeah. I can't do the math, and I refuse to.
Are you saying for $45 I could be 10 feet tall? Yeah.
Check this, because we sit here and we go like, we're living a good time, but we're not living. Let me tell you why we're not living a good time for humanity. Because at some point, if we don't all die, they will figure out immortality. And if they figure out immortality, they're going to sit there and be like, Jesus Christ, remember when people used to die?
Yeah. Oh,
And so we're
So we don't look back at like fucking like the way black people back at the bus type of. Can you imagine?
way further back.
No, but like, so that's why we look back. Cause like, can you believe they did that? They don't look back as like they. Can you?
They're gonna
believe
look at us like cavemen.
Yeah, of course,
dude. They're gonna be
they're not
sad.
even. But they're not gonna be human at this point. If you're immortal, they've just lodged their brain into. They've saved all their memories into a computer chip or some bullshit.
Well, I think that's how immortality works. I think this is how I think we're all coming back to life.
Okay.
I think they're going to take all our social media. Let me tell you this. I'm sorry, man. I'm high, so this is going to be a high thought.
Hit us with these Black Mirror scenarios.
There's no such thing as free will. Can we get on board with that for a second? Everything you do in the world is dictated. Now, some people might believe this.
Very chicken or the egg argument.
Some people might not believe it, but I kind of believe it. So you got to kind of.
I'll go with it. I'll
just go with it, right?
My guest.
So the idea of that, like every choice you make is because of, your DNA, genes, and/or your past experience. So because of that, you can pretty much, if you can kind of figure out when exactly someone lived, everything surrounding them, and then what they would do, you can map out pretty much someone's life. And if AI gets to some point where they can just essentially look at you and go, oh, we do every combination of choices you would make, and this is kind of what your life is going to be, they can just say, well, this is Greg's life. Bring us back. You can talk to me now because I know the things I would have said. And then that's immortal. We don't become immortal. We just become brought back AI machines based on all of our social media and the time we were alive.
I get it. No, I get the how they can mirror us and throw it into a computer.
Right.
Essentially. Yeah.
We could
but then but isn't there some sort of kind of thing of like we can predict your behavior from your stuff, but then giving you that information then changes it because then you're like you're like the Matrix where you refuse to let everyone die.
No, because all of those choices are all
Neo taught us that if you get to you can break the Matrix.
Life.
Did you ever watch the Matrix?
Of course, I watched the Matrix.
About the trans people.
It's not about trans people.
I don't know. That's what they say on Twitter. So I just I don't really never really think
the Matrix was about trans.
It's
people.
an allegory for trans struggle. That's what they tell you.
Who told you?
The Twitter people tweets. They because
trans people made the movie.
The brothers that made the movie became sisters,
right?
And then everyone's like, the movie was about their internal struggle with being trans.
I guess
so. They say it's like some sort of like allegory type of scenario.
I'll tell you this though: anything you write or work on is going to bring your So is every movie I write about how I had an abusive stepdad. Because I'm bringing everything.
Every joke I have is probably about my little dick. So I would say that's what mine's most.
I guess Matrix. I guess I never saw it that way.
I don't know. So what's their deal? There's two brothers both of them were trans.
What's their deal?
What's the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Has that ever happened anywhere else? Megan Fox, she has 4 kids. They're all trans.
What?
Yeah, she's like breeding a little circus of trans.
I don't want to talk about this.
All right, then.
It just makes me scared.
That's just Megan. I swear Megan Fox is doing that.
Megan Fox is having 4 trans kids?
Yeah.
We'll have to look it up.
Siri, what are Megan Fox's kids like?
I love that I'm too high to talk about specific topics. I'm high, so you bring in every
shut up.
hot button issue. You opened with Gaza, trans. There was definitely some anti-Semitism in there.
Of course. But that was a tongue in cheek, I guess.
Sure, you're tongue in cheek, right?
That's what I like to try to be.
You're like people that think you are, so you don't go to jail, racist jail.
Yeah, like the racist jail.
Well, that's the thing, right? You're a friend who's like ironically racist, and then you realize he wasn't, and you're like, "Oh wait, you really believe this shit? I thought you were being hilarious for 2 weeks."
Yeah. I guess there's a thin line.
Right.
But the thin line. But you're better off just assuming that everyone's joking.
That's what I think. And then next thing you're in a car ride going to a place you don't want to go.
Next thing you know, you're in the SS, you're marching people.
That's a bit.
Yeah. You're breaking up. Hans, so funny.
Dude.
Yeah. I wonder how many Nazis were just like, this is commits us a bit. Commits us a bit. And then years later, even later with their kids, they're like, why'd you do this? You go, it was a bit.
I did it as a Jew. What is with the...
We thought there was fake gas. We thought this was joke. We thought he was joking about the gas chambers.
You have a Louis Vuitton... It's funny you're talking about gas chambers, and I'm just looking at your
scouring
Gucci
around
book.
the room. Yeah.
What's your lady do?
Huh?
What's your lady do?
I don't know. I've never asked.
You don't know what she does for a living?
Never asked her.
All right. Do you not talk about her because you're afraid of your fans will come kill her?
My one fan?
I will say anyone who is your fan scares me.
No.
Like the guy who goes, I'm all in on Colum. I go, what has happened to you?
All right. Who's listening to you?
Let me say
Who's
this.
listening to you? The
Let me say
fucking The
this.
Matrix sisters?
I want to say this.
What?
I was saying that as a joke, and it came out, and I don't like that I made that joke.
Stop
So
that.
I'm going to say that.
Should we start? Let's start the podcast.
No, I'm a Colum guy. I'm all in on you.
I
I'm
know,
all in.
but the
We have a
Louis
great time.
Vuitton thing is, I don't really know what. It's supposed to be decorative. So my chick got all these books, you know.
Sure.
There's a Gucci.
You're not a sensitive guy.
I am not at all.
Yeah, you wouldn't consider, but you are sensitive.
But I
on the
did buy
inside.
this thing. See that? I bought that.
A Stanley Cup?
No, not the Stanley Cup. The sign that says.
If we are family, we didn't hide.
No. Read it.
I'm reading it. In our family, we don't hide crazy. We put it we put it on the porch and give it a cocktail. You bought that?
I bought that. Bought that in
Where?
a place called Bookies in Tennessee.
So you bought that, you went, hilarious.
Yeah.
Then you took it home?
I bought it when I was on tour with Irish Shafir for the tour bus. And we were stopped off at this Bookies, which is like it's like Wawa, but on steroids, right? And then they have all these type of bullshit, colloquial horseshit fucking signs. I was like, we need one for the fucking bus. So I got it. And I was like, hey, and we just had it for the bus.
I want my signs to say something crazy like, in our house, we show our penises to our guests.
That is funny.
Wait,
In our
what?
family, we don't hide crazy. We openly fist fight at Thanksgiving. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you should just have a big, huge one.
In our
Just
house,
like,
we kick the dogs.
yeah, we're not
Say,
crazy.
what?
Yeah.
What?
If throwing a plate off your fucking son's head is crazy, well then call me, Italian.
So you got walls. I'm going to break down the column walls. The columns.
What?
Because I...
What are you? What are you
Oh, that
doing?
face.
Get off me! It's not your fault.
Yeah. It's not your fault.
What you're gonna try fucking psycho and me now?
No, because it's crazy to me because the guys who are the most non-sensitive are truly the ones that are the most sensitive. The walls you've built thick because the pain on the inside is so hurtful.
I don't know. I wish I had like a bunch of shit underneath it. I wish I was like an onion.
I love that you think you're not. You're a comedian, dude. You're not a... There are people who are not, and I've talked to them, and they don't have minds.
What are they, dumb?
Yes.
Or are they like evil?
Like people who are like truly like...
Are they tick? Are they stupid? Like women?
Tick?
Tick.
Tick?
Thick.
Thick fat?
Stupid.
Oh, thick-headed.
Thick. Yeah, I guess that's what that means.
Yeah, I think they're like... Let me tell you this, and this might be offensive.
Oh, please.
I don't know, or maybe it's sweet.
No.
I know what I like. And you give me a phone and I'm bored, I'm going to look up kids with Down syndrome. Because nothing brings me more joy than that. And I'm okay with saying that now. I don't think it's I don't care. I'll scream it from the rooftops. Nothing brings me more joy than watching kids with Down syndromes do anything.
So you're Googling kids with Down syndrome?
I go on TikTok and I find a Down syndrome kid doing something funny.
Ah, yes.
And then there's a thing where I just go, show me more like this. You know what I want.
Yeah.
And it knows what I want.
Yeah. Every now and again, the algorithm shows up and it's some kid with Down syndrome doing a wrestling move through the kitchen table. And it's good.
Pure joy. If all humans hadn't evolved past that, we'd be the greatest thing in the world.
I don't think.
I don't know. It's hard. I don't know if they can build cars and shit.
I think, yeah. I don't think we'd have high buildings and stuff.
No, because they're short.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it would be short. It'd be a shorter fucking world. It's like I went to Mexico recently. Kept hitting my head off all the fucking shop awnings.
Why they have Down syndrome in Mexico?
It's hard to tell.
God, everything you say makes me think I'm. Everything you say is wrong. Is absolutely a wrong thing to say.
Anyway,
and I used to have. It's funny because
wait, no. How about this? No, but you know what's the medical thing behind Down syndrome? It's too many chromosomes or not enough chromosomes. What is it?
There's a
chromosome.
There's a chromosome. It's an extra.
It is an extra chromosome. But there's also a disease that no one really knows about, which is almost the opposite of Down syndrome, where it's your shorter chromosome.
Shorter. And then what does that make you? Just a woman? What's up, buddy?
Bitches. I don't know, but I like to think it's like the opposite, where like they're real tall and skinny and weak and shitty people. And
yeah. I mean, I make fun of you, but I just having fun. Sorry, I'm high.
Yeah, you're all right. Yeah.
I'm 3 sentences behind.
Yeah, you're all good.
Can we do this? Can we talk about this?
Please.
I believe that we should create one town in America and just let all Down syndrome people live there. And we'll
Downtown.
That's the greatest thing I've ever... That's the name of the show. We call it Downtown.
Downtown?
It's a show about a town with everyone there is Down syndrome. We have some other people who check in on them, make sure that they're eating and, that kind of thing, getting and doing their thing.
They're eating. They're not. Then the problem is you got to actually stop them from eating the wrong things. They'll be eating.
They like candy.
They'll be eating that and paint, whatever.
Painting?
You leave them fucking arts and crafts. If you don't watch that long enough, taking a bite out of a fucking canvas.
Everything you say is wrong.
What is wrong morally or ethically or just factually incorrect?
Not factually.
Okay, but
morally, you're actually nailing what's going to happen.
So this is your pitch. Right. They've had Downs. They've had
Downtown. This is the pitch for Downtown.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Is that
So we're here on Downtown.
What's that song? Downtown.
Yeah. Where the chromosomes less, it is downtown.
You have to have
where everyone smiles. We're in downtown. That's Downtown, right?
We're in my helmet.
Downtown.
Yeah,
Downtown.
Downtown's not bad.
So Downtown. So here's the thing in Downtown. I really believe. I think they would be generally a happier society, and then we can learn from them. The only problem is I don't know mentally how far they can get with we can't go there for the new COVID vaccine or something.
But I think it's like anything. It's like you just leave it there. Yeah, for sure. There's not going to be a vaccine. Or you will, but it's going to be the deepest injection you've ever received.
They may not need it. Then they have their own, okay, go ahead. So anyway.
Yeah, they'll have their own type of cars and stuff. They'll invent stuff. But I think just leave it long enough. Eventually, there'll be like a little gang.
Mm-hmm.
The Hells.
But they're a nice
Downs
gang.
Angels. The Downs Angels.
I think they'd be a nice gang.
The Downs
They're
Angels.
driven by their motorcycle like, hey, Larry,
No,
I brought you pink donuts.
No, you think this is like Legoland or
Yes,
something. This is what
it's
you're
exactly what I think would happen.
Yeah, so there's an evil guy, but he's a good evil guy.
He's a good evil guy.
Yeah, he beats each other. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's not really evil. He just...
DownsTown, USA. This is a Netflix show. Just throw him out there, almost like Lord of the Flies. Let's see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, I think it'll be
almost
good
like
stuff.
a Truman Show.
You'd be so happy. Everybody would be so happy.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a fun thing I learned? So I ride the train. I go to the zoo about 3 times a week. I love the zoo. I have 2 kids. But I do love the zoo.
I go to the zoo 3 times a week.
3 times a week. I think.
You do not.
I swear to God, Turtleback Zoo. We probably go there.
Which zoo?
Turtleback Zoo in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
It's a great zoo.
Okay.
I go there. There's a train.
You don't hit the Central Park Zoo?
No, I go because we go to the zoo when we go to visit Grandma. So we go to Grandma's house. We wake up. We go to the zoo because it's just like you need things to do with these kids.
Of course.
You show them some fucking animals.
Do they like the animals? Or they rather be on the right
We
path?
never even get... he's 2 years old. And then 1.
He's over it. He's
over
it. Over it.
I haven't given my kid that shit yet.
I do genuinely have no idea how to gauge kids' age. I'm always sending my nieces like gifts and shit. And then it's like my girl's like, well, I get her this. I was like, what does she want? Like a computer or something? She's like, she's 5. I was like, what does that mean?
On the box of every toy, it says the age.
I know, but
You can just look at the box, brother.
I guess.
So we go to the zoo.
The worst thing you can do is send the kid like something that they're too big for. You send them like a little fucking...
He waits. He gets it next time. Hey,
No, you send the
3,
kid the
waits
opposite
you.
way. You send the kid like a little fucking...
Like
little play set or something like up 50.
blocks. And he's like, yeah, I'm already on drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he likes it again. He's like, actually, these blocks are pretty great and pretty high.
Not bad.
Yeah, these things glow in the dark. It's pretty sweet.
That's a good little test as a father. Someday have something weird, some sort of a gadget where they'll only enjoy it if they're on drugs.
Turtleback Zoo.
Yes.
I go 3 times a week. There's a train in the Turtleback Zoo. It's super fun. My son loves the train. The train is run by, I think, people who have, pretty sure it's autism. What's their mental handicap where they're just a little mean? I think it's autism.
Yeah, autism.
Yeah.
Or maybe sassy black chick.
Yeah, so it's either autism or sassy black chick.
It's the only two categories.
I go on.
So they're a little mean.
But I love them because
Like
they love
what?
their job.
You're just like,
Move, keep moving up. Don't stop it. Don't stop there. Go next. You know.
I said don't stop. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
that.
what I said.
Yes, that. Everything's very
You're
on.
deaf as well as stupid. Come on. Yeah.
They don't call you names.
Okay.
But they're very adamant about what you need to do right now.
Don't like you waiting for the train like that.
Yeah, so you're like, it's
and there's
fun.
a hum. There's like a hum to the voice.
Maybe.
Did you ever notice that? Did you ever watch? We'll get back to your story in a second. But did you ever watch? I know your Turtle Zoo story. Did you ever watch Love and Spectrum?
No.
Never watched it?
No.
Oh, they just send autistic people on dates.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an 8.
It's just like DownsTown. If they can make that show, we can make DownsTown.
Well, here's the thing: they had Love and Spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Then they threw in some Downs people in there.
Is it called Go Down on Me?
It's called Downs for Love.
Really?
Yeah, it's called.
Come on.
There's a TV show called Downs for Love where Down syndrome people date.
So the wildly fucked up show we just came up with on this podcast is actually not that far away from what people are actually
That's what I'm
making.
trying to say is that you could pitch it to Netflix by going, yeah, you from the creators of Downs for Love.
I thought you were doing a
We're
bit.
called DownsTown, Indiana.
But we have to look into this.
I'm telling you could pitch this.
Oh my God.
Some sort of a thing where it's like a society. What if we removed all the small heads from the fucking society?
Small heads.
That's what they call us. That's their slang.
That's what they call us, as small
That's
heads?
their slurs for us. Anyway, but on the show, if you watch the, Love and the Spectrum, there's like an autistic, like they'll have this like weird.
Sure, I know what you're
And
talking
then
about.
as soon as I watched it, I went, oh, he sounds just like what? Like that guy sounds just like. And then I went, oh, they're all autistic. Like I didn't.
Yes.
I just never quite put the speeching patterns together. Where they go, I'm looking for in my car.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to the movies.
That's the thing, I think.
Yeah, that's an autistic twang. A little, like my accent almost. A little twang. A little vinaigre schwa.
Oh.
A little vinaigre schwa.
This is why I don't smoke the hybrid. It makes me crazy.
Are you crazy right now?
I'm crazy right now.
No, you're good.
But keep checking in.
It's
Anyway,
fun with the little midnight podcast.
Turtleback Zoo.
Oh, yeah.
You've extended this story so long that it's not going to be
No,
worth
it's
it.
going to be great. It's going to be great.
So these are Downs guys. They run the trains, and they're the best. But they're just a little like, they're adamant about where you get on the train. So I'm online, and this lady cuts me in line with like 5 kids. And I am holding my son, and I'm like, I should say something, but I don't want to pass this along to my child.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my kid to see how I handle this shit. How I just yell at people online. I have a fucking temper. I'm not gonna do anything. So I don't do anything. I stand there and I'm fucking kind of mad, but I'm like eating it. Anyway, she gets on the train before me and she's trying to pick her seats she wants to pick her seat. But the Downs guy is like the autistic guy goes, go to the front, everybody in the front. Like he's yelling.
Good.
And she was like, no, we want to sit here. And he goes, you go to the front. And then she goes, my children have an auditory problem. And he goes, show me their papers. Which I was like, I don't know, she was bullshitting, made her go to the front. And I was like, fuck, the real enemy, the people who can really defeat the Karens are the autistic. Because they don't give a fuck and you can't fight them back.
Yeah.
Because the main move a Karen does is like,
shits you with the rules.
I'm a woman and this is how things need to gun and you can't say that to me.
Yeah.
But you can't defeat an autistic guy. You can't yell at an autistic guy.
They don't know because they're not worried about coming across as sexist or anything. They don't believe in it.
They don't give it anything.
They were told that everyone's equal once, and then they go, "That's the rules," and then they fucking They don't bow down to this white bitch shit. You're right.
And they're fucking
The
yelling
greatest
at you.
enemy of a white woman could be an autistic man.
Yeah.
We found.
That's what I just said.
I'm repeating it to you. I'm repeating with you. I'm agreeing with you. Took me 10 seconds to say what took you a few minutes, but whatever.
It takes me over an hour to get anything out.
That's fine.
Don't worry about it. And I know that we're comedians, so I'm talking in your head. You're going, come on, buddy.
I'm not doing that.
Come on. Come on, get to it. Come on. It's like we're at a red light and you're like, it's green, go.
Yeah. I've had some bad issues though in the past with pods where I've had guests come on and then they just steamroll you. And then I'm like, and then
I hate a steamroller.
And then, but it's also your job as a host to not let them. You got to stand up. You got to go, don't you dare. Because sometimes I've had pods where then at the end of it, I was like, what was the point of that? Was that my podcast, their podcast?
So here's the thing, man. Let me throw this at you because I've been going through this a lot, right?
What, steamrollers?
No. Podcast guests, if you listen to a real radio person like Conan or someone, they're not doing all the talking.
Okay.
You're interviewing. You're trying to get the guest to talk a lot.
Yeah.
And if the guest isn't talking a lot, then you jam it up.
Yeah.
But to have a guest on your podcast and then not let them talk is crazy.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
I've done that. Someone invited me to their podcast and then they didn't let me get a word in.
Yeah.
And I went, well, why am I here? To my audience?
Yeah. Well, it happens. Particularly happens. I wouldn't be too bad with one-on-one. I think you can get in there, but sometimes if you show up and it's like a 2-person podcast and you're the third wheel that week, and they just have a conversation together, and you're just sitting there going,
But that's on them.
That's on them.
They fucked up.
That's fucked
They
up.
should be bringing people in.
They should. You bring them in. You got to. You can't have a conversation about that time you both went to fucking
right.
a baseball game together, and then you're reminiscing about that time, and you're just watching them going, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Bring me in, dog.
Yeah, fucking tag me in. Did you watch that wrestling? Are you wrestling? Or you're a wrestling guy, I'm guessing.
I liked old school wrestling, and I watch a lot of TikToks in wrestling now, but I'm not too up to date.
What did the TikToks on wrestling?
It's like 90s wrestling. Here's Hulk Hogan coming back. I still get excited.
Well, I watched the thing with Zac Efron.
Zac Efron wrestled?
In a movie.
Oh, I didn't see Iron Claw.
Iron Claw.
I wanted to see it.
You haven't seen it? Oh,
No.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you about like the
Van Eriks.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
The Von Eriks.
Yeah, there was a curse.
Yeah, but curses don't exist. They just...
But not anymore. They all died. They fucking died. They're dead.
The curse won.
Yeah.
You think a curse is real?
Could be like Power of Now bullshit. You know what I mean? You believe it to be real, so therefore it is real.
Yeah.
You know? Or like, what's that thing they say about mattresses? You never realize how many people are selling mattresses until you need to buy a mattress.
Right. That's the thing.
That's the expression, isn't it?
Right.
There is an expression similar to that, but it's more poetic than what I just said.
But once you start looking for something, that's all you see.
Yeah, that's what they say. You got to, what do you call it? You talk into existence.
Except when everyone in your family dies. I think you're kind of like, I mean, there's got to be something, right?
You don't believe in a curse. And then you don't believe in a curse. And then suddenly your cousin dies on 9/11, but not in the plane, just like something else.
Yeah, 11/9/2018. I meant he dies on 9/11/2018.
Yeah, exactly. That's a tough one.
That's a fun thing to do, to be like...
Well, here's the question. Do you reckon, has anyone defrauded the American government by going like, some guy was on his way to work, like it was in the office that day, 9/11, in the office that day. Oof. Oh, pain in my chest.
Right.
They're like, are you okay? Oh, and he kills over. Dead. And they're going, what the fuck? 9/11 didn't kill him, but they get the $1 million or whatever.
So the $1 million?
Didn't they win $1 million if you
died in 9/11, you won $1 million.
Your family wins it. You can't claim it, but if you died in 9/11, your family won $1 million.
So here's the thing: you're either saying the craziest thing I've ever heard, or you're right.
I believe,
and I don't know.
I believe I'm right.
I hope to God that there's no truth to that at all, and you just been walking around thinking that everyone who was in 9/11 won $1 million.
They won $1 million. They gave him a big check and
I got bad news, and I got some pretty good news.
I got some bad news, but I got some great news. I got so much better news than
possible. I can't really be sure, and you don't have a producer.
That would be.
Look that up. Inanimate object.
Ask Siri. Did the families of 9/11 victims win $1 million? I think they did.
I also don't think they said one.
That was
one
me.
Is a weird word. Hey, you won $1 million. Your dad didn't come home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of people made money on.
But I wonder how many people did that. You know what I mean?
I have a story for you on that, actually.
9/11 story?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I have a lot of 9/11 stories.
Oh,
I was
let's
here.
go.
I watched it.
Mine are all questions about 9/11. So you'll hit me with a story. I'll throw in a question.
Sure.
The Building 7. You know, that type of question.
Yeah. I always say, people say Building 7. What are you talking about? 2 buildings. There was 2 buildings. What are you talking about, Building 7?
Never heard of it.
No. So I knew a girl whose dad he told us he was in the... You just whistle me for knowing a girl?
Yes.
I knew a girl whose dad was in the buildings. Well, here's the thing. I don't know.
I just hit you with some crickets.
Oh, my God.
That's so funny.
Also, we don't have headphones, so no one can hear it.
We need our headphones, but it's so funny. I have a friend of mine.
If you die, can I have that?
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
Could you just write that on a piece of paper that if I die, Greg could have my podcast equipment. We could just say it's on the podcast.
Say something really sad again, because you just said I knew a girl whose father died in 9/11, and then I hit them with the crickets. So can you hit me something else like that also? Oh, I hit crickets again by mistake.
I found a lump on my penis.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay, well, that was true.
No, go for it.
I found a lump on my penis. I can't hear the sound effect.
I think you got a Puerto Rican air horn.
I love that every one of those is a racial slur, and I have no idea. You're just hitting them, and I'm just part of this podcast. Because I always thought you were ironically racist, and it turns out you were.
No, I've been ironically racist, but I did hire people to say horrible slurs into this thing. No, this is... honestly, the N-word one came with it, though. That
was on the house. They would charge extra for that.
That was an upgrade.
I knew a girl whose dad he told everybody he was in the buildings. And we were like, oh, he was in the buildings. He broke his arm.
Stephen Azizi.
And then my stepdad, who's a cop, told me, he was like, he wasn't there. He was in a bar getting drunk that day. So he was in a bar getting drunk, fell getting onto a bus to get home, didn't tell his wife. Wife thought he was at work, thought he literally broke his arm, went, fuck, how am I going to explain this to my wife?
Wow.
9/11 happened. He told everybody in his family that he was in 9/11. And my stepdad knows because he was a cop, and he was like, no, it's, don't go telling people that.
Wow, that's such a funny...
I know this. She doesn't know that I know this. She could be... I'm high. She could be listening to this podcast and find out that I just fucking ratted out her dad.
Well, okay, this just reminds... I remember talking to a guy on the Amtrak or something. Oh, no, there was a guy who used to come into my bar.
Mm-hmm.
And what there was is that they would give you overtime at the work, but he would lie about how much overtime he got so that he could go to the bar. He would come into my bar and he'd sit there and he'd go, I have 90 minutes. I shave off 90 minutes of overtime. I pretend to my wife that I'm working till 7, but I'm actually working till 5:30, and I come here for 90 minutes every Wednesday and fucking skull some fucking beers with my friends. And so I get it. So
you get why someone would lie about 9/11?
Well, I think that's what happened to him, was that he's at work, 9/11 happens, he goes, I just bought myself 5 hours.
I bought myself 6
I don't need to be
months.
home for 5 hours. She doesn't know how long it takes to get home from 9/11. I'm going to the bar. That's the only way it makes sense, because otherwise he was drinking at a bar from 6 a.m. in the morning. It happened at 8:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
8:32.
Yeah, but he... So I'm pretty sure, I'm high and I don't really remember as much.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure he was fired and didn't work there.
Oh,
and
the
was
full
just,
Monty.
Was just going to a bar, getting drunk, doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
So he had already been fired from 9/11 building?
Yeah, didn't tell his wife that he was fired yet.
From the 9/11 building?
From the 9/11 building.
One of 9/11, which building are you building to?
It was building 9/11, not
the 9/11
buildings.
buildings.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
It's funny too, dude, I'm getting so old now that I don't even remember what the fuck is what anymore. I don't think I just made that up. I'm pretty sure that's all true.
So this guy got fired, and then every day he was like, off to the office, baby.
Yep.
And then he would come home wasted. He's like, shit.
Yeah.
And he comes in with a suitcase.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
There may be even crazier. It may even be crazier than that. I just don't remember.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the plot from The Full Monty. Did you ever see that? The Full Monty?
The show about the movie about the men show their dicks?
Yeah, the strippers. Well, one of the guys gets fired, and then he goes and starts dancing with all the boys, and then he gets caught. He was lying. He kept telling his wife, he's like, I'm off to work now.
Yeah.
And he would go dance with the boys all naked, which is the worst way to tell your wife you've been fired.
Yeah. But he was making money, right?
He wasn't making any money. He was just doing it for the fun.
He was doing naked dancing for fun? Why am I getting so many?
No, they were hoping to charge. The plan was that they would charge.
And they never did.
By the way, one event, they were trained for 4 weeks to sell out one event of 200 tickets between 5 of them. You're better off on welfare.
Oh, we should also... There's a migrant problem.
Oh, okay.
We should go...
We should say that for the fucking Patreon.
We should pay them to run our social media.
Yeah. And but it just becomes then just you're getting Me Too'd for terrible DMs. So show me your bobs. Just the whole thing. Everything is just you DMing people or him getting into fights. Fuck you, Jew. Fuck yes. It's why did you say this?
I'm saying that I think we could train these guys to be podcast producers and get them pretty cheap.
I think we could get some cheap fucking labor. The problem is it doesn't work. There's a breakdown in the English. People try to do it. They go on Fiverr, hire some Pakistani kid to fucking handle the stuff, and then there's a breakdown. You have them here though. You go, no, push that button. Yeah. I could command them around for sure.
I'll teach them English. I'll intern them.
Okay,
I'm creating jobs.
Well, you need them to be like some sort of a homemade, an au pair.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good.
You need a little au pair.
Yeah,
which
that'd
is
be awesome.
rich people for
me. Just making me breakfast. Just come over, make me breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Hang out, scratch me a little.
Yeah, I'm sure they can cook. People can cook.
Not bad.
You know what I mean?
Do you reckon in 9/11, do you reckon anyone was showing up for work late that day or something? Do you reckon anyone, coincidentally, were on their third strike? You know?
What?
Someone's on their third strike. They're working at 9/11 towers.
Right.
And then they're like, they've been late twice, and the boss goes, Mahoney, you're fucking late one more time. You're fired. I don't give a fuck if you manage the biggest client portfolio in the 9/11 Inc. You're fucking out. And then he goes, all right, cool. And then he goes out drinking, and he wakes up, and it's like, it's 8:15. Oh my god! And he has to run like Flintstones to get in. And then next, he's like, I'm not gonna be late. I'm gonna be late. And then he just goes, whoop, and then you're like, oh. Mahoney gets away with it again.
Right.
Mahoney never gets fucking caught.
Mahoney.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Were you in Ireland when 9/11 happened?
Yes.
Twice? What do you mean yes?
I was in Ireland.
What do you...
I was in the Middle East.
Did
I was in the Middle East with my boys hanging out.
Did you help plan 9/11? Is that what you're suggesting?
Hey.
At what point do I walk off this podcast?
That's not for me to say. Hey, all I'm saying, look, I'll tell you off air, but I can't. I
thought you were sarcastically racist. Now I think you're being sarcastically 9/11. I'm going to find out you're real on all of it.
I'm behind 9/11. Yeah, I'm actually a 69-year-old Muslim from wherever Bin Laden's from. Huh? Wherever.
You think I'm having kids?
Oh yeah, I'll have some kids. Yeah, I just need to find the right woman. My fiance's okay, but
what does she do?
What does she do?
Yeah,
she works in some corporate bullshit. Some office bullshit.
Is that why this apartment's so nice?
Yeah, of course. You think this is on fucking The Tonight Show fucking money?
It threw me when I walked in and this apartment was nice. And I went, I didn't know what I was walking into.
Oh, you thought it was going to be kind of like some sort of crackdown of just, I'm like, hey, don't sit there, that's blood.
Possibly. Possibly. I was going to see some flags and go, I don't even know what that flag is for. But it's some kind of hate-related. Hate-related
yellow flag and a snake on this yellow flag, yeah. I was a flag guy. I do tell you that. If you went to my old home, but I've been domesticated, dude. I'm a feral cat that's been caught and trained, dude.
How nice is this?
Yeah, no.
This is nice.
Let the girls fucking figure it out first, right?
How much nicer is it?
Yeah, what? You like having a bed?
Yeah, sheets.
Yeah,
dude. Before I lived with my wife, I shared a room with Anthony DeVito.
Oh no!
And we didn't even have a fitted sheet. We just slept on a bare mattress. Ugh. We rotated who slept on the mattress.
Wait, where did the other one sleep? In the sleeping bag?
There'd be like you'd sleep on the couch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You had a studio together or something?
No, we had a 2-bedroom apartment with a roommate, and one of us shared the couch.
And so one room and the couch was rotated between you and DeVito, and then the other room.
If someone had a girl, they got the room, which just was a mattress on the floor.
So DeVito had that a lot. And you had to catch a lot.
Truthfully, neither of us. We just ended up.
I never once did we bring home a girl.
Huh?
Never once did either.
Dude, we had told, the reason we got the apartment, we told the landlord that I was dating the girl. So that's why we were sharing a room. And then Anthony was a roommate. The landlord comes in. She's this old, like, Transylvanian woman. She sees, she just comes in the apartment. Didn't even, just on her own to check the fucking water for a shower. She goes in the shower. She goes in the bathroom.
Some of those old landlords do that. They'll just barge right in. They have the key, and they just walk in. Hello, that's it.
Sees me. She comes in. I'm like, what the fuck? So I just leave. I go in the room. I go, Anthony, move over. I just sleep on the bed with him. I'm like, move over. I'm sleeping next to you. Let her be in the living room. I don't want whatever. She sees me and Anthony sleeping in the same bed, and she goes, I knew. Gay. And then I was like, we're like, yeah, whatever. We'll just be gay. So for the rest of that lease,
you just said we're gay.
We didn't say anything. She just thought me and Anthony were gay, and we never said no. And it's like, fuck it, fine, whatever.
Yeah, fair enough. Whatever.
You just do whatever. Who gives a shit? I just don't care about anything anymore. None of this matters.
Life?
Yeah, nothing.
Do you ever watch a documentary, maybe like the Cosmos or something, Neil deGrasse Tyson,
and
then they talk about the stars and the blah blah blah, and here we are, And it makes like the world so big that you sort of go, I could just kill someone and it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like it truly doesn't matter. I could really kill 1 million people and none of this matters.
Nothing matters.
Yeah.
But it's not about how big, it's about how small. What matters is
But what about those? So you're talking about the mites that live in our body?
no.
The microbiome. Did you ever hear about that?
No.
There's an entire life going on inside your gut right now.
Sure.
Like the equivalent, like so we could be mites on some aliens fucking
Sure. It goes as far in as it goes out. And let me say this though. Think about how long. Well, what is better, right? Being happy is better than being miserable. It does feel better, whatever that basic thing is.
Mm-hmm.
So life is just about you're not riding that life, being happy, right? But what I think about a lot is the fact that, like, dude, how billions of years, infinite amount of time happened before we were born. There's an infinite amount of time after. The amount of time we're on Earth is fucking crazy how short it is. That it is insane that it's happening right now. The chances of now being now is fucking wild.
Yes, it is wild. It is wild. That's what I'm saying. It's so crazy, but it's like, oh, you're upset that you have a pimple on your nose? No, it doesn't matter. Go shoot 1 million people. That doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Go kill people.
I mean, with the kids changed my life, man. I've never been so.
Go kill his kids. Go kill his kids.
Don't. What did you just say?
Don't do that.
Did you just say? There's some jokes you just can't make.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll take it back.
Can I tell you why you can't make those jokes?
Why?
Because I never knew until it happened.
Until that you heard that, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Because I know it's not going to happen. I know there's nothing. But you saying that makes me think about it.
And
that upsets me.
Greg, I'm sorry, Greg. You used to be a comedian. Now you're a dad.
I know.
You're a dad first and comedian second.
It's crazy that fucking happened. I became sensitive about some shit.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, don't be sorry. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'll take it back. I wasn't. Guys, you can kill anyone but his kids.
I'm not mad.
Kill the rest of his loved ones.
I'm not even like, I'm not mad. I'm just like, oh, it's crazy that I've become this.
Don't you fucking dare kill my kids.
Right?
That's what you
No, dude, it's like.
Don't you fucking. Why did I do that weed pen? I lost it.
Your weed pen is right there.
Hey. Apple stick.
Do you get high a lot?
At night often. And now that I don't drink as much, it's hard for me to really kick it. I need to rip the Band-Aid and just, I'm off or I'm on. It's very hard for me to like.
Alcohol or weed?
Everything, really.
Yeah. You have a problem?
I don't think I have a problem. It's just like, it's hard for me to kind of just be like, I'll just have a couple of beers on a Friday.
Oh,
because then what happens is those couple of beers on Friday, next thing it's a Saturday. Fuck it, you know. It's just same with weed. I just need to. I smoke a lot before I go to bed.
Let me tell you, the greatest thing about getting older is I drink. I have one drink now, and it's the fucking best. I sit because 2 drinks, I wake up in pain. I can't fucking wake up hungover and have kids.
No, that's
I can't. But if I have one drink and I go on stage, I feel amazing. And then there's no after effects. But that's just getting older. My body can't really handle it anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I've just been like that slowly too. Just over the years, just used to be go out all night.
My voice is going.
Used to be drink all night. Now it's just slowly turned into every other month to go nuts. You know, it's slowly just filtering out.
What language do you guys speak in Ireland?
English.
Just this language, but it just sounds like that.
Just sounds like this, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I sound I'm American now. This is an American accent.
Really? If you go there?
Every comment on YouTube is always just Irish people going, look at you, you fucking... I get like DMs from Irish people calling me a puff.
A puff?
A puff.
Is that a homosexual?
Yes.
Because you sound like an American? Are all Americans considered homosexuals in Ireland?
No, but an Irish guy who sounds like an American is, for sure.
I wonder what you sound like to them. Because to me, you sound...
They think I sound like fucking, you know, like
you're a man without a country now.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Wow, because you're not welcome here.
I'm Irish to these guys. I'm American to these guys.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking.
It's like me and my sexuality.
Sure.
To a straight man, they are like, you are a gay man. And to a gay man, you're like, stop, you straight fucking weirdo.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I understand. That's where we're just nomads. That's
a good place to be.
I don't know, but I honestly, I'm gonna start like listening to Irish podcasts and try to get my accent back. Try to listen.
Really?
Where's me watch? where did you put me watch?
Why are you here?
Where did you put me watch?
Why'd you move here?
Comedy? What is this, fucking Fox News?
That was a question.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney does interviews? The hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I thought he was like an anti-immigration guy.
Oh, no. Oh, I get why. I missed the joke. I kind of meant like, what's your backstory? Why did you come here?
Just moved here. Had an opportunity. I had finished college, and when you graduate in college in Ireland, you can get a intern visa in America.
But like,
because I had a business degree, they were like, you can come over and do a year's internship.
Did it have to do with comedy? Like,
No, I had to do with my degree, which was
does it
business.
just seem fun here?
Yeah, it's New York, man.
Right.
You ever been? It's fucking fun as shit, dude.
I'm done with it, man.
Yeah, of course. There's a time to be here.
Yeah.
And there's a time not to be here.
And I just hit the time.
Now's your time to go to Boulder, Colorado. That's where you need to go and just hang out there and have a yard and wear your fucking goofy shorts, and all your neighbors will be like, hi.
I'd say this. I know somewhere in this room you have a gun hidden.
There's I'm fucking right here.
Dude.
Look at that one.
Dude, you're looking great, man.
Am I? I've been fucking working out every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Just
I mean, I
Planet
see a
Fitness.
difference.
Planet Fitness. Do you? I feel like I'm a little bitch.
Why?
I just feel like because I've lost a lot of weight and I feel like a little bitch.
You look great.
Do I? Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch out. See that, folks?
I'm a puff.
See that, folks? You know what it was? Is I was looking at Lev Fair, and I said, what a disgusting body he has. So I was like, I don't want to be like Lev.
Were you going to say Greg, but then you realized I was in the room? And you switched it to Lev?
Lev Stone.
What's the deal with Lev? I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I just did that.
Lev? Yeah.
I just met Lev.
I'm kidding. He's a big fat fuck, but he's a friend of the show.
Oh, friend of the show.
Yeah,
I just met him.
Although I've been sick a lot this year, and I do blame the vaccine.
Really?
Well, it's cool. It suits me.
Sure.
It suits me to blame the vaccine.
And it's a great...
But I have been sick a lot this year.
Yeah.
I think I've been sick nearly more times this year than any other year in my life. It's like almost on cue every month I have a fucking cold or a flu or throat infection.
Do you have something going on inside, like maybe like an HIV or something like that?
I don't think...
You should check it out.
I do have HIV, but I'm on the I'm on the gummies. I'm on the CBD gummies.
That's hilarious.
I got the.
I'm on the CBD gummies. I'm all right.
Don't mind me. I got these.
I'm on the gummies. You can barely tell. You doing blood tests? Blood tests. I'm on the gummies. That's funny.
But AIDS is long gone. You know, if you have AIDS now, you still got to go to work and everything. It's like a fucking bit of a bummer.
I know.
Like the AIDS 20 years ago was like, oh, chill out, you're retired. You retired young, basically. If you had AIDS in the 90s, you retired young.
My wife tried to tell me she had AIDS so that we didn't have to have sex anymore. And I was like, she did. I was like, hey, baby. And she went, I have AIDS. And I went, what? And she went, sorry, I just wanted to come up with an excuse. And that was the first thing in my mind.
She just blurted that out?
She just said, I have AIDS. And I went, how'd you get AIDS? And she was like, needles. And I was like, come on. No, she didn't say anything. I just say, my goal is I don't want anybody to know anything about my wife. So I just say anything.
Sure, but that is so funny.
It's so fun to get her.
Get off, I have AIDS. As if like, I have AIDS.
I have AIDS tonight. I'm on the AIDS.
Get it? Wait, did you cheat on me with AIDS? No.
I told her, well, take a gummy and let's get to it.
Well, there's the thing about the AIDS is then once you get AIDS, you're not worried about getting it. And then secondly, you can go on the AIDS Tinder.
Is there AIDS Tinder?
There's AIDS Tinder.
Seriously?
Yeah. No idea what it's called. It's called like Hiver or something.
Yeah. Hiver is funny.
Hiver is not bad. HIVR. Yeah. There is like a Hiver, and it's for AIDS-ridden people to...
Is there a Tinder for everyone?
That's the new one. That's the new gap in the market. Tinder, but for everyone.
Is there a Tinder for people who are pretending they're Puerto Rican? Because that's the one I would be on.
I genuinely have to know if there's a Puerto Rican Tinder. Are you Googling?
Puerto Ricans are my favorite people ever. No, I just texted myself to remind myself to create Puerto Rican Tinder.
Tinder for everyone. Weirdest...
Not for Puerto Ricans, for people who are pretending they're Puerto Rican.
How would I find this out? What's the weirdest types of Tinder.
White guys
Weirdest types
who grew up around Puerto Ricans, so they adopted their culture, but now no longer live with them. And so everyone's like,
Is that what you are? You're a quasi Puerto Rican. Did you celebrate the parade last week?
oh no, I was raised by Puerto Ricans though.
Were you?
Yeah, all my best friends are growing up in Puerto
In the
Rico.
bodegas? Did you ever do the robot? Did you ever do that?
Did I have to do the robot?
Puerto Ricans do the robot.
I don't know that you know anything about Puerto Ricans.
I've seen a fucking
You
vid.
think Puerto Ricans just do the robot
They're quite often on the corner,
on the corner?
men wearing tops where you could see their belly buttons.
Yes. So you think
and
1980s
they're
New York?
They're in the corner.
There's men.
They're wearing short jeans.
Mhm.
They're Daisy Dukes. They got the T-shirt up. It's like a Pepsi shirt, but it's cut in half. And then they're doing the robot.
I would love for someone here. Let me write the scenario. Someone says they're going to kill you, and the cops go, "We got to put you undercover. We've made you a Puerto Rican man, so come tomorrow, whatever you think that is." And then you show up in a tight tank shirt.
I've got my Converse on,
Converse on,
real high socks.
doing the robot.
I've got my little jorts on, my Pepsi cut.
And you're like, hello, I am Colum.
Dun, 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 dun,
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm dancing on the corner. And I challenge anyone to a fucking get down with me.
Yeah, I love that you think that's...
But this was a different time. This was before the fucking kids started bringing the knives on the block. Once the knives on the block, everything changed. I don't think I ever did the robot again.
You might be a mentally unstable person. All the things I say about you, I want you to know, are reasons I love you.
Okay.
They're the reasons that make me go, this is why I like this guy. He might say, the knives got on the block. And I said, I don't know what that means.
The knives.
Of course, the knives came around.
In my day, we used to settle our beefs through dance. and doing the robot. Now the kids are
right.
They're too quick to pull a knife, these kids.
I follow. I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a good time too, but so now we're trying to guess.
We can end it?
Do you want to get the fuck out of it?
No, I thought...
No.
Sorry.
You gotta go. But I think we owe the people another minute contractually.
Sure, I'm fine.
Should just stay in silence for a minute. No,
contractually.
What do you think is the weirdest dating site? You know, because you got Jew Tinder, which is called J Swipe.
So I gotta say this. All that happened after I've been in a relationship for fucking 18 years. Longer. I didn't get any of that. I don't know anything about any of the apps.
Okay, so first of all, you had the online versions, which were the Plenty of Fish, whatever that type of stuff was. Then came the apps, and Tinder was like a swipe, so it's just really quickly.
Sure, I didn't get the concept.
Yeah, okay. And then they were like, well, I don't want to just match with whites. I want to match with the Muslims. So there is one called it's called something like Muzzy Match. It's literally one called Muzzy Match. I'm not joking. That's genuinely the name of it, and it sounds terrible.
Is there ones?
So there's one called Muzzy Match anyway. But and then there's Grindr, obviously, if you want to blow a guy in the park. But in
the park.
That's mostly what it is.
Homes now.
Yeah, I guess, but that's kind of whatever. There's got to be unique ones.
Sure. Let me ask you this: are there ones where they're like hot women who just think men who look like me are attractive?
Prostitutes type of thing?
No, I just like, hey, I'm a woman who likes a kind of fat Italian guy, 42, married.
I'm sure.
And I'll keep my mouth shut.
You said they have to be hot, or no?
Well, hot to me.
Hot to you is, yeah, I'm sure there's Hot to Me. There's a website that's
Hot to me.
Hot to Me.
Hot to me. Where ugly people go on and they go, well, they're hot to me.
Oh, there's one where it's, how old are you?
I don't know, 42.
There's one where for 20 something year old supermodels who want to fuck Italian men who are 42 and have
that's great. I'll sign up for that. Although I'm married.
And they have 2 kids and they live in Queens and they're willing.
AIDS? Are they allowed to have AIDS? I have AIDS.
They do have an option.
You can swipe it.
There is a filter I can. Yeah. So
dude, you're engaged.
I am engaged. Yeah.
376 days until.
Don't be. That's crazy to give the people that.
Oh.
You're not allowed to know. Don't be showing up.
Where?
Dude, that's the equivalent of me telling them to kill your kids.
I gave them no information. They don't know when this comes out.
They don't know when this was recorded.
They don't know when it's recorded.
They
don't know where you're getting married.
Now we're banking this for. This will come out in 10 months, my friend.
How many days are in a year?
365, depending on the year.
Oh, okay. Fun. Congrats.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah. No turning back now. No.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing matters. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's. I mean, I could tell you, I could talk to you if you want to have a honest conversation about this.
No.
I mean, we're on a fucking podcast. You think maybe we would get some
sincerity?
No, just some goddamn back and forth. I don't know. I hate you. I don't hate you. Just kidding. I forget. I'm.
Do you have a bunch of comedians? You got married. You're married, right?
I'm married. Yeah.
Did you have a bunch of comedians at your wedding?
No, I did it at City Hall.
Oh, okay.
We got married at City Hall. My wife did not want a wedding, and it was awesome.
Sick.
We went to. There's like an experimental Shake Shack. She loves Shake Shack, so we went to this fun Shake Shack.
Fusion-y Shake Shack.
It's crazy. It's like where they try new stuff.
There was an experimental Shake Shack? Is that still around?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
This is where they try different things. It's like down by City Hall. We went there.
What?
Yeah, swear to God. And they have different
I thought they just do temporary release things.
Maybe. This is not a point of the story that matters.
This is so intriguing. Is there one of these for everywhere, like McDonald's, where you go to a McDonald's and they go, yo, we got mozzarella sticks, and we're like, let me be the guy who tells you if these are bad.
The Midwest is where all that shit is.
They roll that shit out there?
They roll that shit out in the Midwest, and they're like, hey man, if these people will eat
these
it,
fat fucking
we'll try it.
Yeah.
The Doritos taco at Taco Bell was in the Midwest for years before we got taste.
It's spread.
Yeah.
Dude, that's where they launch it?
Yeah.
New York's for fashion. Fucking
yeah.
Weird fast food that's probably poison is the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we did that. We got we did the taco. We did that. Then we got married and went to go see Boyz II Men.
Oh, nice.
That was one day, and it was the best day of my life.
Great.
It's fun.
Just the 2 years? Oh, you needed some sort of
me, her, and we had a photographer. He came. He took the pictures. He signed the papers.
Fuck yeah.
That was it. It was great. Weddings. She was so stressed out about it, and she was like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't want any of this."
Yeah.
And she goes, "I'm only doing this because you want this."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, that's right. My wife is shy. She hates people." My wife.
Yeah.
Opposite of me.
Yeah.
It's you really don't want a wedding? And she was like, "No." And I'm like, because I thought you were just saying that. She's like, "No, I don't." And I went,
"Oh, wow.
No, let's not do it."
What a life.
It was awesome.
It's the immigrants. Or
well,
whatever.
She's born in New Jersey.
Whatever. It's the immigrant mentality that she has.
You are an immigrant.
I am an immigrant. But Kevin Ryan, his wife's an immigrant. And they had, as far as I know, they had a small wedding too, because she's from German. She was like, "This is all crazy. We're not wasting this money."
Yeah.
Whereas Americans are ponies and fucking Elvis impersonators and blah blah blah.
Although that does sound fun.
That's not bad.
Pony and an Elvis impersonator.
I want to go.
It's a great wedding. Write that down. You had 376 days to secure both of those.
Bro, I just went to Mexico for a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking out of nowhere. They brought out mascots. We're all on the dance floor, and then next thing you know, you look over. There was this a witch comes out, big huge head, big huge mascot head.
Yeah, I love
regular
that.
body, and she's like a witch, and she was jumping around. She was some sort of Mexican witch that they all know of.
Yeah.
So they're all like la 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 la. They're all saying some sort of Mexican witch, whatever their version of a banshee is.
Yeah.
And then, bang! Guess who's next?
Mm-hmm.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny was in the wedding?
Bad Bunny, yeah, but in the big mascot head, some guy with a big 5 foot Bad Bunny head, he comes out, you see he's dancing, and he's dancing.
Was he the real Bad Bunny?
He has a huge head, yeah. And then, bang, next, over his shoulder, guess who it was? Michael fucking Jackson.
Really?
So yeah, some guy, this is the witch again, by the way. The witch has left, and the witch has now changed into the Elvis head.
The witch comes back in multiple things?
It's just 2 people who are dressed up as stuff. So the first one dresses up as a witch, then Bad Bunny came out, then the witch runs off, changes into Michael Jackson, comes out, dressed head to toe in Michael Jackson stuff. They're doing the fucking and then all the Mexicans at the wedding are going crazy. They love Michael Jackson down there.
We all do.
Of course, but it was crazy. That was
biggest fuck up of my life.
Huh?
Biggest fuck up of my life.
DeVito
got married.
Okay.
And I couldn't pull it together in time, but I was going to hire 20, it's called the 501st, but because you're not a big Star Wars guy, I'll just tell you, I was just going to hire a bunch of stormtroopers.
Oh, great.
To show up at Anthony's wedding do a thing, a salute, ruin his wedding, and then just pay them and go. You come and you do the salute, and then just stay and dance and just have like 20 stormtroopers dancing and eating his food at his wedding. And I was like, if I'm being honest with you, I was like, this will be hilarious. I know he'll think it's hilarious, but then I went, fuck, his wife. His wife would probably be upset.
I'd be so
if I just hired a bunch of stormtroopers to hang out.
Yeah. And then there's just some guys who are like the out of work actors who are just like coming over eating all your shit.
Yeah.
They're just like free on the free bar, just like hanging
hammered.
out. Just a couple of
and one predator.
Just
one predator also walking around.
I see a stormtrooper. The fight breaks out with the stormtroopers in the bathroom. Someone's doing coke. It's like one of the fucking
Isn't that an awesome wedding?
Not bad. A little stormtrooper wedding.
A stormtrooper high on cocaine fighting a predator is a great wedding.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Also, guess who followed Michael Jackson?
Who?
Pikachu.
Really?
There was that, when the costume like blows up and inflates.
I know exactly what you're saying.
There was an inflatable Pikachu. And you know what? The couple got married. They didn't even ask for Pikachu. They just threw a Pikachu in the house.
No extra charge.
They just lobbed it in and goes, who doesn't want a bit of Peek? And I was like, and
I love that.
My jaw was on the floor. I couldn't believe that all these things are just coming out dancing at someone's wedding.
I love that she's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'll throw Pikachu for free.
Because you're such a good couple. I'm throwing in Peek.
I got him in there.
You sure you don't want Marilyn Monroe? I got it, but I'll try with Pikachu.
De Niro will be here in 2 hours. Don't worry, it's on the house. And he'll do a meet and greet.
But she didn't. There was no. The Pikachu was a bit of a gamble. Because think of what they had. They had a wicked witch of Mexico. They had Michael Jackson. They had Bad Bunny. Then you lob in Pikachu. Like Pikachu's like a Japanese cartoon.
Yeah. But I'll tell you this: Pikachu brings joy. Was anyone mad that Pikachu showed up?
No one was mad.
No, everyone was happy. So guess what? She knows what she's doing.
She's a pro.
She's a professional.
She's an old pro.
I'll tell you
this is my first time. This is my first wedding.
I want to throw high parties. People always hire me to do high stand-up shows, and I go, no, hire me, and I'll.
You used to have a great bit about getting too high, and then trying to buy milk or something.
I completely forgot about that bit.
That was so fun. That was the first time I ever saw you. I laughed so hard.
Oh, thanks.
That was a long time ago. That was one of your best bits. I don't know if you ever still did it, but I remember that was being very funny.
Thank you.
Anyway, you want?
I'll take another hit. Is that what you're saying?
If you want.
But I was gonna say is, I have to hit the USB part.
No, you don't. No. You got it first. You just got to hold it for a little bit.
Here we go. So I want the high parties. This is what I do. I have a party. You don't pay a comedian. You pay someone to walk around with a plate with lots of different flavors, right? Try this, taste this. You have a little section of the party. Go, this is a calm down area. This is where you go. We play good sounds. Then we hire Abraham Lincoln to walk around, and you get to talk to Abraham Lincoln. And this guy knows everything about Abraham Lincoln.
He's a real legit fucking hider. He's hiding. Like, not hiding.
Hiding?
I don't know what is
hiding.
No, he's like a legit
method actor.
Method actor, yes.
That's what Abraham Lincoln.
That's what I meant to say.
Abraham Lincoln is also walking around, eating things. He's also getting high. So you get to hang out with Abraham Lincoln.
So this is you're throwing a high party.
You're throwing an experience.
And where is this?
I don't know, in a backyard somewhere.
Okay.
Anywhere.
Okay.
It'll be an event. It could be anywhere. Javits Center. I don't care. How much money are you going to give me?
And so everyone goes and gets high.
Everyone comes high, and we have things for that are really fun.
Yeah, there's a little...
Pikachu is there. I was never going to... But you say Pikachu? I go, get me a Pikachu here.
Yeah, you're a Pikachu. Okay.
It's a different rooms with different energies.
Different rooms with different energy. This one's a munchy room.
There's a munchy room. Go in there, snack.
This one's the lie in a hammock type of a room or something.
Yeah.
Listen to like some Hawaiian type of music.
Yes.
Jack
Streams. Streamy sounds.
Yeah, calming.
You have a person coming over just checking on you, being like, "Hey, how you doing?"
What about real funny, goofy shit? Like something that makes
dangerous.
Dangerous?
That's dangerous because you can freak someone out.
I thought you were saying there's a dangerous section where you go watch NASCAR or something. And that's
no.
And everyone goes, "Oh!"
That's not the vibe.
That's fun though.
It is fun,
to peep your head in there and go, "Come on!" Oh, and then get out of it.
I'm saying there's vibes, man. Right? You have a booth where you go and someone gives you compliments, honest, genuine compliments. Be great. A therapist walking around, you can just talk to a therapist.
Yeah, I guess that's not bad.
It'd be fun. That's the end of my high room.
Yeah, a little compliment booth. You walk in, they're like a caricature person, but they do the opposite.
Yes.
They highlight They highlight your insecurities.
Yes. No,
whatever.
they tell you. No,
They remove them. They highlight your insecurities.
I had an idea for a restaurant called the Breakup Restaurant, where every hour on the hour, someone breaks up, but you don't know who it is. We have they're actors. You hire 2 actors, and on the hour, you're looking around a room. You're like, is this people on date? Those people? Who's?
It's a show. Oh, it's a show. So everyone sits down at 8.
It's so, but you know,
everyone sits down at 8 p.m. for dinner.
No, we're all sitting. Everyone's at the bar. You're all at a bar.
But it's a bar?
It's a bar. It's a tiki bar. Okay. So it's a tiki bar.
The breakup tiki bar.
It's a tiki bar.
All right.
And you go in, but on the hour, you hear a giant breakup. Someone runs out, but you never know who it's going to be. We'll even have other actors who are like, they come in and they're fighting, and they're like, "Yes, fucking my wife, such a bitch." Like, oh, it's going to be them. They're going to break up.
Yeah.
Then it's not them. 2 seconds, you just see someone go. Look at her phone and go, "Jeffrey, you've been cheating on me. Fuck you, I'm out."
Everyone turns around and watches.
And she runs out. On the hour, there's a breakup. Or like something like that.
Yes, because it's like one of these hotel murder mystery things. Yes.
They didn't go far enough.
Yes.
There was one idea.
Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, you got to have it so that everyone comes in, sits down for dinner though, and you don't get to know who it is. Is that what you said? It has to be like an 8 o'clock.
I know you keep thinking this dinner thing. I'm saying no, because we don't put any stock into it. You just go to the bar. You're with your friends. You don't even know what's going on. Then 2 seconds later, you just go, "Fuck you, Jeffrey," and you turn around. You're like, "Oh shit, 8 o'clock." There's the breakup thing.
Yeah,
that's the theme of the bar.
Yeah. Okay, I like it. I'm in on it.
I got a lot of great ideas.
Yeah. So these guys have a fight. How long does the fight last?
You don't know. It could last the whole hour, and they break up.
They might go for
on the hour. Oh, or it's 2 seconds. Could be anything. You don't know. I'm letting these actors write their own stories.
And as soon as these guys start fighting, does everyone else in the bar, they go, shh.
If you're interested.
And they all say, what? Oh, but you can choose to ignore the actors.
You can choose to ignore it and then just keep going with your...
I'm watching the game.
Yeah, I'm watching the game.
Put the game up more.
Absolutely. But no matter what, on the hour, there's 2 actors who are breaking up.
I love the idea of this poor employee who moved to New York to make it as an actress, and she's like taking them out. Like she was like she had this big serious breakup, and meanwhile I was like, "Shut the fuck up! The Bruins are on," and she has to like wipe the makeup off. See you tomorrow, Tom. See you tomorrow. Yeah, like that's the worst.
Yeah. Or if it's here's the thing too, you hear a breakup, and then you look at your clock and you go, "Dude, it's 7:30. That's a real breakup."
It's just someone gets inspired.
There could be.
They see what they see. They get inspired. They go
inspired.
You know what?
That's how you do it.
Yeah, this guy goes, "I've had enough of you. I'd rather fucking be happy alone than be miserable with you. I'm out." And then the guy goes, "Bitch, also you.
How much fun would a titty bar be?
Titty?
A titty bar.
Okay,
but we don't call it a strip club. We just
wait. Did you say titty bar the whole time?
Titty bar.
Oh, I thought you said like tiki bar.
No. Oh, I said tiki bar before.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I have a new idea for a titty bar.
If this was also the breakup thing was going on at the titty bar, I'm like, I don't think the world's ready. How fun would a titty bar be?
No, I had an idea for a titty bar. It's not that great.
A titty bar is just a guy.
Well, you cut me off. You let me finish the
sentence.
Guy sells
coke.
What?
Go, please.
I said a titty bar, but we don't tell you it's a titty bar. It's just a regular restaurant, and then all of a sudden a girl walks in and she goes,
"Ambush tits.
I want to show you something. Check these out." And you go, "Whoa, look at that!" And she goes, "Yeah, see you later."
Ambush
tits.
It's called ambush.
And bush.
Yes,
we also show bush.
The play is on the bush.
I hear you.
A titty bar is not limited to tits.
I'm stealing your joke.
A titty bar, have it, work with it, shop it around. But a titty bar is not limited. They call it a titty bar, but it's a titty bar. It's like a pizzeria. It's not just limited to pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get a good chicken parm.
There's some wings.
Chicken parm is the puss.
Oh my god, I'd love to order pizza now.
Where do you order your pizza from here?
Story Pizza Factory.
It's the best one.
Yes, the best one.
That's the fucking best one.
That's the best one. Sometimes I'll go for Rizzo's.
Rizzo's is great.
Different type of pie.
Different type.
You gotta be feeling it, yeah.
And same thing with Nona's. Nona's is great.
Oh yeah, we've had Nona's before.
Nona's is great. A little expensive, but it's great.
Yeah.
But it's a different type of thing.
That's more of a Neapolitan type of a burnt, is it?
But if you're going for a standard slice,
you gotta go Story Pizza.
Story Pizza Factory.
It's the only one. No one else.
It's crazy.
No one votes for anything else.
Story Pizza Factory is such a dumb name.
Yeah, it seems like the shittiest, dumbest trick But it's actually the best one.
It's the fucking best one.
Whereas then everyone else is buying Fernando's because it sounds, Fernando's stupid.
Alfredo. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, it's Astoria Pizza Factory.
They're a factory.
And it's ran by a bunch of fucking just like white
Here
dude.
it comes.
White dude. It's just white blonde.
Oh, really?
It's just like, yeah, Michigan.
I've never been
dudes.
in there. I've only ever ordered.
Yeah. But gotta go Astoria Pizza Factory. Shout out Astoria Pizza Factory. I'm not a one bite, everyone knows the rules. I'm gonna give it an 8.7.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you know, Dave Portnoy, he put a lot of people out of business by telling about the pizza.
Who did?
Dave Portnoy.
Oh, right, the pizza challenge.
Barstool sports guy.
Yeah.
He eats he rates pizza every day. So he'll go buy the slice and then goes, 6.2. But it's just a stupid thing. Like he's not like a fucking expert. He's just human. He just created a thing and people love it. And then, but people rate the ratings. They like it became a point now where people genuinely follow his ratings. Like anything that he rates really, really high will have lines. Like
sure.
But he's also done the opposite where it's like, 4.8, and then he put them out of business.
Really?
Yeah, but he didn't mean to. Like that was never his intention. He was just fucking rating stuff. So now, if he doesn't rate it in less than like 6 anymore because he's like, this is kind of a joke. I'm not actually.
That's cool.
I'm not trying to ruin some family's fucking life.
But that's what's fucked up though. Is like people who ate pizza there went, well, he didn't like it, so I guess I don't like it. I'm not going there. And you're going,
must be crazy. It must be, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's fucked up. But we all sort of follow influence like that. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing I would think is that like he's got such a reach.
You go,
it's just a commercial.
Oh, how about this? Do you ever watch a movie, love it, like go online to find out what everyone else feels about it, and they all hate it, and then you go, I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking dope.
I hate when
I guess I'm a dickhead.
I love every movie. I love like every movie I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But I hate when I just go, hey, I love this, and then someone tries to be like, actually, it sucks. Then I go, oh fuck. I think you're right. That does make sense.
It does suck. You're right.
No, I guess I don't like it. And it's like, what? I had a great time. But someone convinced me to not enjoy something a week later.
I know, but you might be right.
I guess I didn't have a good time.
Oh, I had a good time, and now I feel like an idiot for having a good time. You feel like an idiot. My thing is, I go, this is great, and then I go, actually, I must be dumb as shit if everyone hates this and I liked it.
No, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. I don't mind.
Or the opposite's true when you hate something and everyone's like, that's the best. I go, I must be just a fucking moron. Just give me Fast and Furious 19. Fast and Furious in space. This time is serious.
They went to space in the last one.
Did they? I've never watched it.
How insane.
I don't think I've watched a single one once it got goofy.
They're fun when you commit.
Yeah,
to like, this is dumb. I'll get drunk. We'll watch this. Great.
But is there a Hollywood word for when a movie changes like from... It used to be based in reality. Like the first couple and Tokyo Drift. Tokyo, it's not a real place, but most of the movie is...
They were car racing movies.
Yeah. And then one day it became I can use a car as a gun. I can... Like magical, crazy shit. What happened? Like, what's that called? That little evolution, that little...
It's crazy that we haven't had a Fast and Furious Transformers crossover movie.
Oh, yeah.
That would be so fun.
Now we're fucking pitching stuff. Forget about DownsTown. This one has legs.
Vin Diesel driving around Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And then they fight. You get...
The Rock is just... The Rock punches Optimus Prime in the face, like, you know? Like that's
knocks him out.
Because he is The Rock. Dude, that's how ridiculous this stuff is.
Dude, they are just flying to Cybertron. That would be awesome.
But that's a... Yeah.
Can you make that the clip so that we can try to get that viral to get people to make a Fast and Furious?
Eric, make that the clip, please, Eric.
We got to get the Fast and Furious Transformers crossover. Yeah, everyone wants it.
Just pile on dumb shit and just, you know. Do you know what this was almost full loop for the episode, but do you know what I think about life as like when you think about the human race and then where we are with AI and all this type of stuff and where we've evolved, and I think it's only a matter of time something's going to implode or we'll destroy the planet or something. One of us is just going to press a red button and kill us all. But like, do you ever play that thing where you put the quarter in like, and it spins around?
Yes.
At a slow, and it goes all the way down to the very end. It goes really, really, really fast.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're right at the very end. We're like,
and then we just drop into oblivion.
Something's about to just wipe out, and everything we ever knew and is gone too, because it just wipes out everything. The idea of time is gone. Now, the only thing that scares me is that if we're not there, we're actually still up to the very first thing. But it feels like you're right down there. But the truth is, you zoom out, and then it's like just so much more going on.
The amount of time that it's going to take for humans to happen again is crazy.
I know.
But it will happen. And because there's no one alive...
It does take long enough, yeah.
But the thing is, because no one's alive there to judge it, there is no time. So the next humans that will be like bajillions of years from now.
Yes.
But there was no one there waiting.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how long it takes.
Yeah. It's interesting. Do you ever think about that life came from a sponge? Like animals came from a sponge? Like it was plants, it was sponges, and then the sponges evolved into animals. That's like that takes. Do you know how long that takes? That takes a long time.
A long time
for a sponge to turn into a fish. That is so long.
Also, for a planet just to be able,
like, do you know how long it takes to cook
life?
a fucking chicken in the oven?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
I'd say an hour and a half, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm talking microwave.
What are you talking? Okay,
Well, 2 minutes in a microwave.
Fair enough. What were you saying?
No, I have no idea.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyway. Look, we gave him a good episode.
I hope they enjoyed it. I hope I didn't cut you off too much.
No, I hope I didn't cut you off too much. But we will pitch that movie, Optimus Prime. But the same thing happened with Die Hard. Die Hard, the original Die Hards were like gritty and based in reality. And then one day he fucking he used a fucking boomerang to kill a helicopter or something. And you're like, what?
Die Hard peaked at 3.
But Die Hard peaked at 3.
So did Indiana Jones.
So did Indiana Jones.
Crusade, I think, was 3, right?
Tell you what.
What?
I've never seen any of them.
Indiana Jones?
Never seen one.
I'll say this is weird about Indiana Jones. I love them as a kid, but I get older, I go, wait, this is all about God being real.
Start that the whole thing.
Like he looks for like the cup of Christ. The first one was the ark of
the cup of Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The third one is about finding the cup of the God's chalice, Jesus' chalice.
Okay.
And he meets like an angel at the end.
Oh, the angel. Oh, that's a wacky one.
He's a guy who guards the chalice.
The angel stuff is funny.
And they're fighting the Nazis.
One of my, I had the. You just remind me of the angel thing. Do you know Sam Tripoli?
Yeah,
good guy, friend of the show.
He's
a good guy. He did the show one time, and I was just like, lay it on me, because he's into some wacky shit. And like I was like, here's what I'll tell you about me. I was like, I don't think that there was like a lab leak or whatever. I was bullshit. I was like, I don't believe that someone ate a bat. I think it was like a lab leak for COVID. And he's like, yeah, that's fair enough. But then that means you're saying that COVID exists and it doesn't. It's fake. You know, like that's like.
So he's so far that COVID never even happened.
But yeah, and I said, so I can't even remember what I was getting. Like, I was getting into the Illuminati or something like that. And then he went, yeah. So here's the thing: is evolution's not real. So humans are fallen angels.
Oh, I love it.
And he hit me with the humans. Go watch that episode. Great episode. When he hit me with that humans are actually descendants of fallen angels, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Dude, it's funny.
But mark that now, because that's going to be the new kind of mainstream. It only takes a certain amount of time, because a guy was just on Rogan preaching this exact same stuff that Sam Tripoli was telling me months ago.
That humans are... Conspiracy theories have become so mainstream that the real conspiracy theorists had to up it so hard.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, wait, birds aren't real. It's like, oh, no. God is a person who named Larry.
The world is 1,000 years old.
We're all God. Yeah, it's like...
When we fell, like, we are angels, and then we just...
Who gives a shit? That's what it is. Like, if someone tells me, I go, yeah, man, I don't give a fuck. Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
How come Christians aren't considered conspiracy theorists?
Because they're correct.
Oh, you a Christian guy?
No.
Right.
Well, I guess I'm a Catholic.
You believe in Jesus as your savior?
I'm sure Jesus was around.
You think that he's the son of God?
No.
Do you think that God is a guy up there making decisions?
Like who looks like fucking Hercules or whatever? No. I don't
just a person.
A guy in a robe? No. I think it's like a committee.
I think God is a committee.
I think there's like a shareholders type of board of directors up there.
Go on.
God is the GOD. That's the name of the company. I don't know what it stands for. No, but it's a group. It's a group of dudes. It's a group of dudes. It's a group of white men.
Yeah, group of dudes.
That's not what I said.
GOD.
A group of dudes.
Group
Yes.
Of dudes. Yeah.
God is a group of dudes up there.
Group
just
of
fucking
dudes, man.
Crushing it.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
I like this Oh, God.
Don't ever do that. Don't you ever fucking...
I'm going to wear socks next time.
Yeah, so good. That's what I think. God isn't just one. Do you think God? Do you think there's one God? That's crazy. No, there's like 5 white dudes.
I love they're white, and they're like just racist white
They
guys.
have to be white dudes. Well, they're not. No, they're not.
They're above race.
They're above everything else, but racism. Like,
That's the funniest thing. They love the colors of the skins. You know?
Yeah. Maybe.
Fun.
But I don't believe in like a Jesus like that. No.
Yeah. So why is that not a conspiracy theory?
I guess I don't know what the legal definition of, but the difference between a cult and a religion, that's the real one. That's why is one a cult and one's a religion? They just say the only difference is
a cult is a slur for religion.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, I say legally, they say the only difference is a cult ends.
Am I even in the camera?
You might have been.
Doesn't matter.
You were for a while.
Yeah.
And then you just slowly fucking fizzled out.
How are we doing on time?
We're well. We've hit our contractual.
I'm not in a rush. I just
contractual obligations.
I feel like I keep extending you every time you want to go.
No, we're like an hour and 20 something in.
Can I tell people to watch my special?
Oh, please, yes.
And Nobody Presents Greg Stone on YouTube.
Check it out, doing great.
Yeah,
recorded live at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah, it's fun.
There you go.
I don't care anymore.
You don't care about it anymore. Go check out his special. Go give it a look.
This was a lot of fun.
He was wearing those shorts.
You don't like my shorts, you know?
I did like the shorts. You wore them on your special.
I did wear them under my pants though.
Yeah.
Because these are my confidence shorts.
These are your lucky fucking pants.
I wear them.
Greg's lucky shorts.
You're doing all right. You can't kill yourself in these shorts.
Yeah. We're funny though, you know. At least do that. If you don't kill yourself, do it in a funny way.
I know how I'll do it.
Huh? Use a surprise?
You
have a surprise?
I'm going to fling myself. That's how I want to die. Flung across. When the sun is coming down, I want to see my body going, whoa, like E.T. across the moon.
Yeah. Nice.
And that's how I go.
And what noise is it? Like a turkey almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's you, just fired, flung.
But it'll probably be hard to see.
What do you want? One of those old school, like, you know, with the catapults where we go.
Yeah, a trebuchet. A trebuchet.
Yeah, and then you go.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you land on a giant pillow.
I don't want to die.
No?
No.
Well, you should be like that billionaire who he's not going to die.
Telling you.
The billionaire guy's not going to die. Have you watched this guy?
He's trying to be
immortal. So
he's the only one who's right.
Well, he's running all these tests and everything, and whatever they say your internal age clock is, he has like the same. He's now about like 22 now, according to the tests.
Everyone should be working on that.
To be immortal?
Yes.
Well, the thing is, if he gets immortality, then he's just like he's going to charge all the other billionaires to be immortal.
What did he figure out?
Huh?
What if he's just like, I just don't eat carbs?
Yeah. There's just cheat meal Sundays, that's fine. Yeah.
God.
All right, check out Greg Stone's special. Follow him on social media. And that's it. And else for the people.
Thanks. This was fun.
We have a lot of fans in Ireland. Do you want to say anything to Ireland? Especially from an Italian man who pretends to be Puerto Rican.
Ireland?
Yeah, give him a little.
I'm very happy to know that you guys are out there doing your thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's happening over there.
Talk to them.
But I love that you're doing it. I like Des Bishop. He's a nice guy.
He's okay.
Yeah, fair enough guy. Who else is Irish? Huh?
We're not big Des fans here. Can you do that?
Oh, you're not big Des fan?
Can you do that again with the opposite angle?
He's the only one I know.
Can you do that again and say you don't like that?
I can't because
then action. Go.
I owe Des like $5,000. If I say something, he's going to ask for it. He's been cool about not saying ringing it up.
Des accidentally gave you $5,000, did he?
No, he slipped it in my pocket once when I was I came to work in ripped jeans, and he went, buddy, here, and he slipped me
5,000. That was, you know what it was €5,000.
He goes, when you got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
He goes,
but when you got it.
Hannah Burner's doing pretty well right now.
Yeah. So
he goes, I've got a lot. Hannah's making a lot of TikTok money, all right? So
I can't hate on Des because it was appreciate the money.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to Des Bishop. Shout out to the Irish.
None of the things I said have been true.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. He does have a special. That is true.
True, yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Bye.
Right, see ya.